Hello and welcome back to my Pokemon Gold HardType Ground Monotype Challenge. In the last episode, or should I say fail montage, I tried to take on Morty at the Ecruteak City Gym and fell afoul to his superior Exeggutor primarily, but many other of his Pokemon. And so I had to do a bit of soul searching, and we had to work out what we're going to do here. And what I've done is I have leveled my Pokemon up. So as you can see, Marowak is now level 40, Nidoking level 50, Quagsire 40, Rocky still only 32 because he can only stay 32. I haven't tried this yet, so we're going to try the gym again. If I fail here, this will be very disappointing, but hopefully we should be able to have some success. And who do I want to start off? Oh, and the only other major thing, really good news happened during the grinding montage, which is that my Quagsire learned Earthquake at level 35, I think it was. So I'm hoping to use Earthquake quite considerably. Obviously, being the strongest ground type move, it should actually be a pretty darn effective against maybe the Gengar, or certainly maybe the Haunter and stuff like that. So anyway, so here we go. We're facing off against leader Morty. Let's see if we can get revenge for our multiple losses last time around. Leads off with his Misdreavus. So I reckon Earthquake goes for the Confuse Ray. Oh dear. Come on, cut through the confusion, please. Oh, God's sake, that's a bad start. Come on. Perish Song. Okay, Earthquake hits. Does not kill. That's a big issue, because obviously now she'll go for Mean Look. So what I'm going to do is I'm swapping in. And now I've got to hope that Headbutt hits. And it doesn't hit. That's wonderful. So he's most likely going to swap out, because otherwise he loses his... otherwise he's going to lose his Misdreavus to... Yeah, he's going to withdraw Misdreavus and send out Ghastly. Okay, that's not bad. Earthquake. Okay, goes for the Curse. We get Earthquake off. We will start taking Curse damage now. So what we're going to do is we're going to swap, having killed Ghastly, into Exeggutor. Having killed Ghastly, he goes into Exeggutor. We're going to go into Nidoking. Now, here's my hope. Fire Punch. Do enough damage. Okay, that's not particularly great. And it uses Psychic, of course it does. But we survive! We survive Psychic! Which means we can take out Exeggutor. Sweet! So Exeggutor is down. So now, how does the rest of this work out? Okay, we've got Noctowl next. For Noctowl, ideally we want Quagsire, I think. Level 51, good lord. Okay, let's see what rollout misses. Of course it misses. Oh god. Okay, if it just keeps using Nightshade, yeah, and I get stuck into using rollout. Forgot about that. Damn. Okay, Nidoking. Horn attack. Okay, that does a decent amount of damage. Nightshade will take me out. Okay, Rocky, we're gonna need some help here. Okay, we're using Dig, that's no use to it. Of course, this Noctowl has got Rest, which is a big issue. So I'm just going to use Screech as min. Okay, so that's 5 times on Screech. Okay, so that's now 4. Headbutt does a huge amount of damage, and we get the flinch. Headbutt takes out the Noctowl. Marowak, being a boss, what's the likely thing to happen? He's probably faster than me, and he'll probably use Curse. So I'm going to go into Rocky. I can sacrifice Rocky. Okay, goes for Perish Song. Please attack in this time. No, no, please. You're freaking kidding me. You're freaking kidding me that just happened. But Bone Meringue. Okay, please hit. Okay, Bone Meringue hits. Okay, so we take out... I'm telling you right now, if you Perish Song me... Confuse Ray. Cut through, please cut through, please cut through. Oh, for frick's sake! You are... Okay, this is just really bad luck, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so he's Gengar no Ice Punch, that's interesting. Okay, that was RNG to the greatest degree, I'm not gonna lie, because we had so much bad luck there. I can't believe... For one, I mean, obviously Rocky is disobeying, yes, but he could at least just done one attack. All we needed was one of his 2 attacks to hit, and he didn't have any luck there. And Bone Meringue missing, such that she could put, I think it was Perish on, it doesn't matter, but such that we took extra damage from the curse, and, oh god, Bone Meringue is at 90. You know, it's 90%, but it's always going to miss on that one time you don't want it to miss. Okay, I reckon we can do this. I'm not gonna lie, I reckon we can do this. I reckon that was more bad luck on our side for losing rather than good luck on his side. Again goes to the Confuse Ray. If I can cut through Confusion, that would be really nice. Okay, Curse. Oh, come on! That is a load of rubbish. Okay, next up is Executor. Okay, Nidoking, come on. Fire Punch. Okay, half damage. Goes for Curse. Sweet. We can take out Executor without getting hit at all. That's perfect. That's perfect. So Nidoking is still at full health going into the next Pokemon, which is Noctowl. Is it worth having Quagsire in if he's only on 75 health? He can do some damage, but not an awful lot. See, Rocky was obeying me so long. Let me have a look. Roll out. Yeah, Nightshade again. Okay. Rocky. Screech. Okay, we're just going to go for Screeches now and see what happens. We dug a hole, of course we did. Okay, that's... So far we've essentially negated what he's done. Okay, we have to go into Nidoking. Ooh, we avoid the Hypnosis, that could be big. Okay, so he uses Hypnosis, we're going to wake up. Oh, we get the burn, that could also be very big. That's very, very big, actually. That saves us. Okay, so we get the burn. Okay, he's going into Ghastly, so we're going to go into Marowak. Don't sleep me. Oh. But it frickin' misses. But Hypnosis misses again. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, so Marowak survives the Ghastly. So next up is Haunter. Same thing again, Bone Meringue. Goes for the Giga Drain. Is that going to take me out? It's not Grass type. No, it doesn't. Nowhere near. Bone Meringue is going to take the Haunter out. Sweet! So finally up is the Gengar. So the question is do I want to heal or not? He's got Ice Punch. Ice Punch will most likely take me out. Ice Punch does take me out. Okay, so Nidoking. Can I survive long enough? No is the answer. Gonna just need to keep healing up until he doesn't use... Oh, you are freaking kidding me! Percentage of freezing is so small in this game. That's so unlucky. That's really unlucky! You should not get frozen! And even still I was losing. God's sake. Okay, one more try. One more. We can do this. No, we can do this. So freaking close! And then I can level up Rocky and everything's a lot easier. It's important to do this as soon as possible. Mischievous, okay. Earthquake. Thank you, you used Curse instead of something, you know, instead of Confuse Ray. Freaking Confuse Ray. Which I seem to always hit myself with, you know. See, Earthquake took out that Mischievous. If he hadn't used Confuse Ray, I'd have been fine. Urgh, that's annoying. Okay, Fire Punch. And it uses Curse. Sweet. This is great. This is exactly what I'd like to see. Noctowl. Quagsire. Let's roll out. Come on, hit one more time. Keep hitting. Oh, crit. Beautiful. Beautiful. Beautiful, not Quagsire. That is exactly what we want to see. Next up is Haunter. we'll go into Marowak. And we'll use Boomerang. And Boomerang's going to kill the Haunter. Sweet, this is beautiful. Okay, going into the Gengar. Quagsly's better in this case because Ice Punch is not super effective against him. So, survives, Earthquake, takes out the Gengar in one hit. Come on, this is beautiful. We'll go back into Marowak, I guess. And we'll just Boomerang. There we go. Easy peasy. So why? It's so frustrating. It's like so frustrating that, you know, I could see that my team was good enough to win. But those first two times we just got really, really bad luck. Anyway, Morty goes, I'm not good enough yet. Alright, this badge is yours. So we get a Fog badge. And finally, Pokemon up to level 50 will obey me. Also, Pokemon that know Surf will be able to use that move at any time. I also want you to have this, which is TM30. It's Shadow Ball, it causes damage and may reduce special defense. Use it if it appeals to you. And I will be using Shadow Ball. Obviously it's super effective against Psychic types, which isn't particularly useful. It's essentially a better, in this case it's just a better Fury Pepper. For what I'm really using it for. Because I have Fire Punch to deal with Grass and all those types here. You, Mark, you did great. I was carrying the corner out of pure terror. So, that is that. So now the question is do we want to take on the girls? I have 3,000. So obviously I could now take on these girls in their level 50 evolutions. Obviously I will need Surf up to a point, because, you know, I can't go any further in the story if I don't have Surf, because you need Surf to heal the Ampharos and stuff like that. So, yeah, we'll give it a try. Let's see. So, Rocky will now behave, which is nice. We'll put him at the front. Who has the best special defense on my team? Probably Nidoking still. Special defense 44, 67, 107, 89. Okay, so half decent special defense. Okay, so we're going to take on the Espeon and see what we can do. This is kind of sacrifice. Yeah, it is a sacrifice. Mainly because I just want to try and get some defense lowering moves. There we go. That's one. That's two. That's three. Okay, so we go down. But now, so I've got 3 lowered defense. Shadow Ball will be super effective. And it is a physical attack in this gen, because Ghost types are physical attack, and it's super effective, and it takes out the Espeon. A bit of setup. Easy peasy. Kimono Girl Sayo was defeated. She thought she almost had us. But she did not. So, sweet. That is good. Now, I have a big feeling the Vaporeon is going to be a completely different story, mainly because it can hit virtually all my Pokemon super effectively. So, here we go. Would you like to battle? Yes, I would, Kimono Girl, Kuni, and your Vaporeon. Yes, so, as we'd expect, it takes out Rocky pretty sharpish. Marowak is likely to go down, yeah. I'd love it to have missed Hydro Pump there. Let's go Amnesia. Earthquake. Earthquake. Am I just going to be able to... do these girls have healing? So that's 2 Amnesias there. Okay, maybe that's a better thing. Maybe probably don't want to be going for rollouts, despite obviously the increased power on every hit. That's a bit worrying. Oh, you're kidding me. Crit hit. You are kidding me. Please be faster. Please be faster. Thank you for being faster. Vaporeon is down. Sweet. We defeat the 5 Kimono Girls. Oh, now we can talk to them. Nope. Where you battled, it was like watching a dance. It was a rare treat to see. I want you to have this. Don't worry, take it. We get HMO3, that's Surf. It's a Pokemon that allows Pokemon to swim across water. It is also really, really useful because it gives Quagsire something that's like so much better than Water Gun, which is pretty important. Okay. Good. Okay, cool. Last battle was a bit silly. I should know that Quagsire go down, really. Mainly for experience points, you know, stuff like that. Again, 41, 41, 51, 33. So yeah, Rocky will be at the lead. We might be swapping him in and out a bit. But no, yes. Okay, so we've done 3 of these, I believe. We've done you, the guy down there, and we've done you. Okay, so we've done 3 of these battles, so let's see how many more. So we've got this one. Let me try something I learnt today. Says a score by Chad, who has a level 45 Mr. Mime. So I'm going to swap out to Marowak. Boomerang. Go for Headbutt. Oh, I should have taken it out. Should have just gone for Boomerang again. That's the issue with an attack that is just 90. I have to take my Anita, so I don't have much time for Pokemon. So when I do get to play, I really concentrate. While you don't have enough number space. Yeah, no. The issue I have there is the great thing about having Marowak on my team is essentially it means I don't need to teach another Pokemon Earthquake, because Earthquake's really frustrating in the sense that there's only one TM in the entire game, and ideally you'd want all of your team on a ground-type Monotype to know Earthquake, but obviously I can't do that. Quagsire is beautiful because Quagsire learns Earthquake through level up. Nidoking is beautiful because Nidoking learns so many different types and is essentially my jack of all trades when it comes to different types, that it means I don't necessarily need to worry about it so much. I probably won't actually have a poison or a ground-type move on Nidoking in the end, which is a bit weird, but you know. It's effective because Nidoking has such good stats all around. But then if you look at my other team, the rest of my team, they could all use with a really strong ground-type stab. And so, obviously at the moment Rocky has Dig, which isn't the greatest attack, but should be fine. But the beautiful thing about Marowak is Marowak having Boomerang, which it learns by level up. It's just as powerful as Earthquake, but obviously it just has that 90% as opposed to 100% hit rate, which is really annoying. Ah, damn. Should have expected a Mega Drain. I certainly shouldn't have gone into, Quagsire there. That was a bit stupid. Okay, Headbutt. Okay, so yeah, this is going to be a lot of swapping guys out, it looks like. Skiploom. See, Sunflora. Okay, so we've got a solar. Okay, so could potentially be seeing some rapid fire solar beams here. Nope, just Mega Drain. Okay, that's cool. There we go. So we take up Beauty's Valerie's grass Pokemon there, and you can see that we have our grass type counter is working quite nicely in the sense that we have a good, strong. Nidoking is nice and strong, and Fire Punch is certainly doing its best to take those guys out. So, what do we want to do? We want to keep going, is what we want to do. Farfetch'd. The nice thing about Rocky is obviously because Rocky was a traded Pokemon, he will learn, he will just level up faster than everyone else. So, we've battled everyone in this area. So now we're going to pop by. We'll do this battle next. Anyway, let me see what your Pokemon are capable of. He wants to see. So we've got Psychic Norman here, who's got a Slowbro. So we'll go into Quagsire. And we will use Earthquake. Oh, lovely. Although that was a crit. Yeah, there we go. Take out the Slowbro. Sorry, I'm trying to balance the volume level here because I'm not quite sure you can hear so well. Certainly not the music in the background. So we've got another. Oh no, sorry, we've got Slow King. I apologise. Goes for the Dynamic Punch, which obviously is a move that if it hits, it's the crit hit with the Surf. That's really annoying. Move that if it hits does a lot of damage, but if it doesn't hit, then you're okay. So we're going to use Shadow Ball here because it will be super effective, and it doesn't quite take out the Slow King. So we'll laugh in its face and use Double Kick, which obviously isn't super effective, but works quite nicely. We defeat Psychic Norman. So, Route 39, Olivine to Ecritique. As you can see, these guys still have pretty high level Pokemon. It's still nowhere near easy, or at least as easy as I'd love it to be. It's a real struggle. I'm very glad this. Well, if this was a Nuzlocke, let's be honest, I would have lost it by the time, you know, when we faced the first sub trainer in Faulkner's gym when he had his Delibird knowing Icy Wind, which was super effective against all my Pokemon. That's how soon we would have lost. It's pretty embarrassing, but you know, oh well. So this is Moo Moo Farm. We'll get a mint berry. I don't know what mint berries cure. I can't remember. So we know that the cow will still be ill. We need to feed it berries. We probably won't bother with that because it's pointless at the moment. It just gives us an access to Moo Moo Milk, which is just another healing item, potentially useful. Probably better than the berries themselves, but we're still finding use for the berries. There. Would you mind if I bragged about my Pokemon? If I said yes, would you go away? So he's got a Pikachu. Goes for the agility against my Onix, which is completely pointless. That's sort of like an Anash Ketchum move there. Using agility against a Pokemon you're obviously faster than. I'm not listening to your bragging. We Pokefans are possibly not to listen to other people brag. So, next up, you. Such darling Pokemon. Let's show our Pokemon together at the same time. She's got a Raichu. Which obviously might know something more worrying than agility, or in this case, Power Whip should be fine. Yeah, we can take 3. I was just wondering if occasionally Raichu might learn. I don't know, can it learn Dynamic Punch? I suppose if it learned Dynamic Punch, we would have been in big trouble. Obviously, Fighting type being super effective against us. Mum's buying us more stuff. I should probably check out what she's bought us. But anyway, we'll do this final battle. Anyway, I just got back to Olivine, so how about a Pokemon battle? Asks Sailor Eugene, who has a Poliwhirl. Go to Quagsire. And Earthquake here. Oh. He's got Eradicate, so we'll go back to Rocky. And we will reach. And then we'll rock there. Now we'll do. There we go, so pick up the Eradicate. Finally is the Kingler, so we'll stay in, and then we'll swap out Quagsire. Kingler has rubbish special defense, if I remember correctly. Of course I flinch. Okay, that's not very effective. Go to Nidoking. Does it just rubbish defense in general, or does it just a... Okay, so Shadow Ball does a decent amount of damage now. Wow, that's impressive. Alright, Rocky grows to level 36 and wants to learn Sandstorm. No, that's not particularly useful for us. So defeat Sailor Eugene. My Pokemon were caught and raised overseas. They're my companions on those long voyages. So we'll go over here and do some quick leveling up. I'm not expecting to find any Pokemon that I will use, mainly because I know that the two Pokemon that I'm waiting to put on my team are both later on. Please don't battle me. Please don't battle me. You again. There's no need to panic. I don't bother with the wimps like you. So, thank good. Speaking of weaklings, the city's gym leader isn't here. Supposed to take care of sick Pokemon at the lighthouse. Just let sick Pokemon go. A Pokemon that can't battle is worthless when you go train at the lighthouse. Who knows? It might make you a bit less weak. Crap. Okay. So we'll heal up quickly. And we'll talk to some people in here later on. We're just going to quickly pop back up. Just see what other... I think it's just going to be whatever was here beforehand. It's annoying that they decrease the power of dig in this gen. It's so frustrating. Thank you for using Thundershock. Magnemite. Yeah, so it's just Magnemite. Yeah, all these Pokemon that we typically used to seeing. Okay, cool. So the thing you have, it's a Pokegear, right? Wow, that's cool. So we finally reach Olivine City, the port closest to foreign land. We have the gym with Jasmine, the steel-clad defense girl. Cool name. Then what else do we have? We get a good rod. Forget what these things are now, just because it's been... Usually I'm here so much faster than I have been in this Let's Play, I think. Yo-ho-ho, Burgerman down! We've got... he wants a Voltorb. So swap Crappy for Voltorb. Nope, sorry. Whenever I get in trouble, Daddy always scares me. Along the way to Cianwood, I fought deserted island. Bad kids are taken to the islands as punishment. That is really harsh. Okay, the marks you. My Butterfree came from my boyfriend overseas. It carried him some mail from him. Want to know what it says? Nope, it's a secret. Do your Pokemon already know the move for carrying people on water? Yes, they do. What can we get? We have Super Potions, Hyper Potions, Antidotes, Paralyze Heals, Awakenings, Ice Heal, Super Repel, Surf Mail. Repels aren't really going to be that much of an issue, mainly because I do need to level up as fast as possible. I'd love to get a full heal, but I can't. So what we're going to do is going to buy a good amount of Hyper Potions. Obviously, in this sort of playthrough where I am losing quite a lot, it's actually very useful for me just to have... It's actually not very useful for me to have money in the back. We'll buy a couple more Awakenings, a couple of Ice Heals just in case. Might as well just get some more Hyper Potions, frankly. Okay, cool. Okay, so you, Poke Center, let's talk in here. Sailors are really generous. One taught my Pokemon strength, and now it can move big boulders. Wow, you and your Pokemon are really close. Sorry about that, the hearing. There was a person in Cianwood City across the seas. I heard about him bragging about his rare Pokemon. Okay. In here we have crossing the seas and listen up. There are whirlpools on the way to Cianwood. Pokemon must know a special move to get over the whirlpools. Hey, your Pokemon sure look like lightweights. They don't have the power to move boulders aside. Here, use this and teach them strength. You'll need Goldenrod's Gym Badge to use that outside of battle. So we get strength. Who can learn strength out of my Pokemon? All of them. Okay, that's quite nice. That gives me a bit of flexibility. Do we want Onyx, Quagsire, or Marowak? Okay, I'll give that a good think. We can talk to you. Although you can't see here, Cianwood is across the sea. Route 40, yeah. So, dark roads are dangerous at night, but in the pitch black of night, the sea is even more treacherous. Without the beacon at the lighthouse to guide it, no ship can set sail. Yeah, so that's the lighthouse. We won't do the lighthouse just for now. Or do we want to? It's whether you do the lighthouse now and then risk, then battle, or do I do the lighthouse later and save all those battles for when I'm preparing to face Jasmine. Depends if I think I'm going to have an easier time against Jasmine or Chuck, I guess. How many rods do you have? Different rods to catch different Pokemon. We don't want you to fall in the sea, so you're not allowed in. Shard are easy to catch here, they're kind of rare elsewhere. Obviously we can start surfing. Although it is relatively late in my run, I think. Okay. Let's see what levels these guys are at. We'll do the first one, I guess. In the past, Pokemon used to light the sea around Olivine at night. The lighthouse was made in honor of those Pokemon. People train at this lighthouse is not easy to climb because of all the trainers. So this is no place for playing. So we're going to just see what this level is here. We have a level 45 Noctowl, so that's pretty scary, especially when it can put me to sleep. It'll be easier to swap. That was unlucky. They chose to use Confusion just then. Let's go Shadow Ball. It doesn't. Oh yeah, it doesn't affect because Ghost doesn't affect normal. Silly. Okay, Fire Punch does nice. You get the crit hit. Marowak comes in for a headbutt. Takes out the Noctowl. Okay, cool. And then he's got a Starmie. Okay, that is a worrying Pokemon. Mainly because it's got a really good stab. Okay, Amnesia to start off with. Then Earthquake. Typical. Crit hit. Typical. Of course he gets the crit. Okay, I need some... Okay, Pack, Cross... where are we? Awakening. On Nidoking. Thank you for only using Confuse Ray, that was really surprising. Recover. Of course I hurt myself in Confusion, because I'm an idiot. Nidoking. Shadow Ball. Oh, you are joking me. Please hit, please hit, please hit. Now it's going to recover. Please hit, please hit. Thank you. Okay. See, that's why we have Shadow Ball, because we couldn't have done that if we had Fury Cutter. Anyway, I can see that you are serious, he says. Up top is a Pokemon that keeps the lighthouse lit, but I hear now it's sick and can't be cured by ordinary medicine. Okay, cool. So it looks like actually it might well be worth... It's whether we want to climb the lighthouse twice. But I suppose it's not actually that much of a loss, and leveling up is probably better to be leveling up as fast as possible. So, in that case, we'll leave it here. I hope you have enjoyed this episode of my playthrough. It's far more successful episode, I should certainly say, of my gold hard-type ground monotype challenge. Still a real mouthful to say. Yeah, no, it's been a good episode. Obviously got a badge, we can start leveling up some people. We're hopefully going to want to be around level 50 pretty soon. Which is going to be interesting. We're going to have to level up pretty fast. These are certainly going to be our sole 4 Pokemon for the vast majority of the challenge until we get to the chance where we can go to Kanto. Once we get into the Kanto section, which I've heard, according to the maker of this game, the Kanto section of this game is a lot harder, which is a bit worrying, to say the least, but should be pretty difficult, and if that's pretty difficult, then it's going to be interesting just to see whether we can hold up, or whether I'm actually going to have to, seed. Nah, we're not going to be able to. We're going to battle through. But yeah, no, it's disappointing, obviously, that I can't get all of my Pokemon early on. Only catching Rhyhorn really late on is going to be a bit disappointing. But that is how the game works. That's how, you can't catch all the Pokemon you want to early on. You can't. It's just not how the game works. So hopefully we'll have a few more episodes with these guys, and then we'll start filling up these last 2 slots with 2 awesome Pokemon down here. And then once we do that, yeah, we'll be able to move up the order. Do I actually have a cut? Can any of my current Pokemon learn cut? No, okay, it was just Cyndaquil. I was just making sure that I wasn't still using Cyndaquil when I didn't need to. Okay, so I hope you have enjoyed this episode, and I hope you will join me on the next episode where we're going to climb the lighthouse and then probably try and surf our way over to Cianwood. So, hope you'll see me then!